Hello, friends. Welcome. I am Ananda Rose. For those of you that haven't watched the channel before, you're very welcome here. Thank you for joining us. And thank you again to our regular subscribers and support that every one of you give to the channel. I appreciate you. And I have been quiet, and I said it in the previous video, really quiet for the last maybe 6 weeks. I've been doing these shorts out on location or on our walks with the dog. And it just felt better to do that than be sitting here and talking. But the point is that a lot of energy is going out into the world. And I felt like there was so much energy out there. There were so many people. There are so many people putting out so many things about so many things. And I felt like I kind of wanted to stay out of it and just be inward. So this is one of my reasons why there's not been a lot of videos going through the channel. Today, we're trying something new on Zoom where it keeps zooming in on my face. I hope it's going to come out all right. So if it looks like I'm too in your face, this would be the reason. There's a new thing that I just found in my camera filters on Zoom, and I'm using it. Right. What are we talking about today before we do our karakia? Going to talk about 2025. And I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, Rose, no. Well, yes. We're going to address the elephant in the room, so to speak of, and talk about entering 2026. And this is my New Year message. Now, for me, this is not my personal New Year. My personal New Year normally happens between the 11th and the 21st of January every year. That's my personal New Year. I started doing this in 2000 and I think it must have been 2017 when I started doing that. I just felt like I was never ready for the 31st of December to be the end of my year because for a long time now, I felt like my year ends or when the 31st of December arrives, I'm not quite ready to end the year because there's so much I still need to absorb and loose ends I need to tie. So, that's why for me, I've never felt in tune or the hype of the new year being the way the Gregorian calendar sets it up. Right. Okay. What are we going to do? Let's do our karakia. I'm going to have a sip of water. I'm going to encourage you to do the same. It's keeping our feet firmly planted on the ground. We'll turn on musicians mode in this new way that Zoom does. I'm also feeling like I don't like that thing of the close-up of the camera, and I might turn it off. We'll see how these videos turn out. So just taking a moment to breathe. Always turn on musicians mode because sometimes with the light language we sing. For those of you who are not regulars yet at this channel, on this channel, suddenly the light language goes into song mode. Yeah. And we have got the singing bowl today. So I'm going to use the singing bowl again. Just keep breathing. Get into your comfortable zone. One more. Keep breathing. Closing your eyes if that's available to you. Last one. Wow. This day, this moment, welcoming your teams of light, welcoming my teams of light. And we have teams of light. Urnachai inda aurna khurmachai. Jelavacho tuturumacha we tititafornacho. Damaro tuturumadavaye. Calling us all in to this moment in time. There is a lot of background noise because there's a lot of wind going on here where I live. Ya urna kitibakuturahai. Relaxing your body. Breathing in namakutufa handa airotufa arkishelele la urunna wiketsotom. Bringing all aspects of yourself to this very moment, right now, right here, keeping your feet firmly planted on the ground. Breathing. Aile meketu raha lama tutufa anatuku rahamate wetete mahera matufa. Ezerahu tututu rahavena tatafor metitiku rakna vertify wetne rahawate. Yeah, taking a deep breath. Coming back to the present. I'm just welcoming you, friends. Welcoming all of you. Your friends. Your teams of light. So what are we saying? This is normal. We are here together. This is not by chance that we will be together in this day. It is not by chance that this lady sitting in front of this camera is speaking to you. And it's not by chance that you have clicked on the link to get the message. Now, that sounds like a marketing ploy, but actually, no. If you know me very well, you know I'm not very good at marketing. But what I feel is the benefit that I can bring into any energy session is authenticity, truth, and tuning into self. And sometimes I'll market because that's what a requirement is, and I feel I need to because I need to own that. That's part of my journey at this point. But I do know that if you're here and if you're here still so far, that you resonate with the messages that we bring through here. And let's come into the message today. So I've had some encounters with some wild creatures recently, and that's a video for another time. But I want us to honor some things here. And when I was thinking about this, I was looking at this oracle card deck, the Wisdom of Avalon, because I was thinking about the creatures that appeared in my world this week, and that story is going to appear in another video, and how I was going to honor them. Because I believe that I've had ancient messengers coming to me this week, bringing in light, bringing in blessings, bringing in good omens. And one I was quite ignorant, well, both I was quite ignorant about, and I freaked out and all of that. But that's a story for another video. And so I looked into this oracle card deck because I was looking to see if I could find a picture of a hedgehog. Did she have one for a hedgehog? And she doesn't. But hedgehog was one of the messengers, by the way. But as I went through this, I was thinking about us coming to the end of this year. And what are the messages? My reflection, firstly, on 2025 is this. I remember putting out a post in my community, in our community, not my community, our community, about 2025, the year of I said something like the year of the major transformation, deepest transformation, all of that. Not understanding the nine. Or maybe I did, I can't remember. And I was wishing us well, and it was my New Year message for everybody because I had come to that realization from all the messages that were coming through from other esoteric teachers that I follow and all of that. And wow, has it been something? It has been a year of deep, deep transformation. We should have called it the year of clearing shadows, really, because and our personal shadows, not the shadows of other people, right? It is a year that we'll remember lots of shocking things happening in our world, like my friend Cliff Enoch suddenly passing away. I have never quite got over that Cliff is no longer physically in the world. And I mean, he's often in my space. And often I tell him, I talk about things with him. I talk about stuff that is going on in the world, in the world that he used to live in. Because, he pastored a church and he passed away suddenly. And clearly from everything that had happened with Cliff, it was obvious that he was called to be in another realm to support us here that are going through the transformation, but from the other side, from beyond the veil. And perhaps he already ascended into the fifth dimension or he became an ascended master. I actually feel more that he went when he did because he had to go to the other side and become an ascended master to support this transformation. And that was part of his contract. Not that it feels good for those of us that are left behind, but some of us might still leave. You know, the transformation still continues and perhaps the time is different. Right now, there are people, um, I bumped into a friend whose husband is on his deathbed. And I was really shocked because I knew he has given me a lot of work. He's a chartered accountant and he's given me a lot of work for my bookkeeping business. I asked, why didn't you tell me? And she said he didn't want anybody to know. But he has been battling the big C word for the last 5 years. We are in 2025. Dare I say, last 5 years, what changed in our world? What brought things? What accelerated? What implanted sicknesses and accelerated the effects of that? That even treatment for various terminal illnesses like radiation actually accelerates the suffering. We cannot move forward in our lives without acknowledging that many people have left, many people have borne the brunt of the consequences of what happened here in the world, on our earth, in the last 5 to 6 years. But here we are on the precipice of a new beginning. We're finishing the 2025 9 year in numerology, and we're beginning the 2026, which is the 1 year, the start of new things. For me, friends, this has been the most challenging year of all. I've had challenges in my life. I've not been without challenges, and my whole life being who I am and being the mission I have on planet Earth has been a challenge. I've had awesome times on on the planet in this lifetime, but I've had more less awesome times than I've had awesome times. So I know that this is the last time, and so I know that I have to clear the shadows. Recently, I shared someone's video on Neptune being in Pisces and what that meant for each of the signs. When I watched what it meant for Aries people, I thought that's been my whole life for the last 14 years. And then I felt a little bit of, well, no, I felt a lot of peace. And I said it made sense. But I'm also looking forward to, if I should live for the next 14 years, how the change into Aries is going to be. Neptune in Aries from the 26th, 27th of January, 2026. I know we won't feel the effects of these things right away, but And I think also that some of the things have already started happening, just to say. Yeah, it's not the timing is everyone's on their own timeline, right? All right, let's get on with this. So the first card I'm going to bring through is this one here. It's called Letting Go. Letting Go. That's a message. Releasing attachments, expectations, and desires yet unfulfilled. These are some of the aspects of this card. When you receive this marker on your path, you're required to relinquish control and allow the mystery to act as she will to weave life together as it is meant to be according to the laws of the cosmos. The laws of the cosmos, the laws of the universe, universal laws always prevail. You cannot force something to come or to remain if its true place is elsewhere. Remember that what is yours can never be taken away. Allowing is the key to this marker, for what is yours will come to you. Right, that's the one card. The other card is this one. It's the number 46 card. Oh, by the way, that card was the number 44 card, letting go. 44 is 8 in numerology, balance. Okay, let go to achieve balance. This is the death card. It's the number 46 card, which is a 1. Interesting, the death card is a 1. But death is symbolic of rebirth, isn't it? It's symbolic of a start. Yeah? Okay. This marker portends a time of transformation, a total change of attitude, the death of the old. Regardless of how death presents itself, it is a necessary aspect of all things. Always remember the phoenix that rises up out of its own ashes to soar in the wind, renewed, filled with life. Yeah. Remember, I channeled the phoenix too, just to say. Death is the winter of things, part of a cycle of life. When you receive this marker, you're reminded that all things have their season. Right. And then this card, the number 50 card, which is the 5 in numerology, whatever that means for you. Birth and rebirth. Inspiration and new life. Oh gosh, I wish that was not happening. I can see the camera just pulling me into the screen. I apologize. Inspiration and new life are here. Rejoice, for spring is in the air, and you're beginning again. So Northern Hemisphere, spring is coming soon. We're coming to the end of winter very shortly, right? Spring's coming. This marker bodes well for any new project, endeavor, relationship, or idea to take shape and be birthed into the world. It also reminds you that anything old or painful can be brought forth or transformed by a new and creative perspective. Right, I am, friends, going to stop that video setting because I don't actually fancy it. Want to do it? Yeah, I don't actually fancy that one. I apologize. I'm gonna just turn it off because it's terrible. Ah, wow. Right, there you go. I stopped it. It just kept coming at you and me. All right. That's birth and rebirth. We have 2 more cards, and then we're going to bring the light language transmission through for the new year. For what does 2026 mean for all of us? The first card, this is the second 8, by the way. That's really interesting. First card is the horse. The number 26 card, which is balance. In Chinese astrology, next year is the year of the fiery or the golden horse. Yeah. This card is accepting help from another, delegating authority. The horse appears on your path to offer assistance. If you're asking a question about your life, the horse says that you will indeed receive help from another to aid you on your quest. Too often, do you refuse help from others? Do you sometimes feel that although you give to others, no one helps you? Well, you don't have to walk the whole way alone. You can get help. The horse appears to remind you that assistance is for the asking. Sometimes you need to be carried to get to your destination. Trust that when the horse appears, help is yours. Remember to ask for it, and also remember to accept it when it's offered. And last but not least, my friend, the number 45 card, which is a 9 in numerology, symbolic of endings. And it's the love card. We end with love. We started with love and we end with love. We started our lives with love and we end love. We end this cycle, not this life, but we end this part of our lives, this cycle, this time of our lives with love. Bring love, the universal language, love that brings all things together. Love, love. Let's read the message of love. This marker reminds you to show kindness and compassion to all whom you meet on your path, be it a beggar be it a beggar on a street corner, a co-worker, a family member, an animal, or a plant whose leaves need pruning. This marker asks you to shift perception from yourself as a solitary person on the earth to one who's part of a living system. Love is what made you, so keep it flowing. Remember to receive love as well. Ask yourself, am I blocking love? This marker reminds you that you've as connected to all of life as it is to you, and that you're responsible to be the steward of the love of the goddess. Love is without conditions. It is respectful, mindful, sees all life as sacred, and acts in accordance. Love reminds you that this very planet is a living being. Love is the very essence of the divine in you, and it sees the divine in others. This is the time to see through the eyes of love and always ask before you act. What would love do? The answer will always bring you extraordinary power. This marker is a very fortunate and transformative omen. I could not have gotten better cards for this message. My friends, beloved ones, beings of light that you are, star seeds and light workers. And if you do not engage with those words, with the descriptors that I just mentioned, star seeds and light workers, but you are here, then beloved one, because you are a beloved one. You would not have gone this far in this video if you're not. I want to say that. I love the collective. I love humanity. I am here because of the love of my heart. I came to be on this mission because of my love for the planet. And so this is why I bid you love. I send you love. I wish you love. 2026, the year that all of our shadows have been cleared up to this point that we needed to clear, and we start anew. We start fresh. Sometimes it may not feel like that, but that's because, well, it's not meant to feel like that really, because we're so used to the old way. And also some shadows will still continue to clear, right? They don't end on the 31st of December because, as you know, we're all on our individual timelines, right? Beloved friends, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being on the planet. Thank you so much for your love for humanity. Thank you so much for your commitment to Gaia. Thank you so much for everything you do for those around you, whether they are your elderly neighbor, whether it's someone's dog you looked after, whether it's someone's cat you feeding because it doesn't get fed, whether it's a bird you put out fruit for, whether it's a child, whomever it is, I encourage you to keep doing good. Because the more we do good, the more we extend our kindness to people, the more we show love, the more love prevails, the more love expands in all aspects. Sometimes it is tough, but I want to encourage you. Just keep asking for your soul tribe. Keep asking for those that you are meant to interact with to be constantly on your pathway. So much love and light to you, and may you have a wonderful, wonderful 2026, the year one, the year of this planet. And who knows where we'll be next year, this time. But may we be transformed as we've always been, because I know the person I was writing that message of 2025, the beginning of the year or something, I'm no longer that person. I've changed. I know that. Let's take a moment to acknowledge everything that has come, that we've come from, to honor the lives that we have lived up to this point. Take a moment to breathe with me, friends. Honoring you, honoring your life, honoring the being that you are, being who you are. Thank you. I honor you for your work on planet Earth. I honor you for everything that you have come through here. Even in those moments when you were ignorant, I honor you that you took it upon yourself, or that you are open to continue to transform yourself, to move and go with the flow and learn and evolve and become this amazing being that you are. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's take a breath again. Oh, oh, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Ora mahawet tewe, ir mahawet nafawa. Thank you, beloved ones. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yera makafanate. Yera mukhofanaba. Sivalak namatufra makaya. Or maketa fara. Umehe. Rawana haye. Rawana khawem. Honoring you, beloved ones. Beloved ones. Honoring you, honoring you. Honoring you, honoring you. Hey, ah, oh, bringing in and willing in more transformation as we individually need it. Transforming us, helping us to connect with our gifts that we still haven't connected with, bringing in the light code for that to be an easy transition. Thank you, friends. Thank you. Happy 2026. Transformational 2026. Amazing 2026. Remember, if you felt like you had been run over, it's because we were just being flattened out, ironed out, the creases out, and here we are. There are probably more creases to iron out, but guess what? Think about you and who you are, and how you are no longer afraid of those things that you used to be afraid of. Yeah, really good. Thank you, friends. Namaste.